add this to my story.
All right, cool. Do you want me to hit the intro button
Yeah,
too? All
yeah.
right.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Creatia Conversation, the number one news source on Pornhub for all that nerd shit.
Hey.
I am your host, Mara Shark Watkins, and I am joined today by a new co host, Vince Delgado.
Hey, there you go. You got it. You got it. See, you did the great pause in between to make it seem like there was some dramatic buildup. Perfect. Perfect. Uh, I'm doing good, Mara. Thanks for having me on the show. This is actually cool. I had no idea we were gonna be like co-hosting together until like Travis put up the schedule for this week. So it was kind of cool. It's the first time doing a podcast with you, so I'm excited. I'm geeked out to
This
talk
is
about
true.
that nerd ish.
This is our first time co hosting together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, welcome to thank you to everyone who's watching and being here with us today.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so let's get started. What you watching? What you been playing, Vince? I don't really know what you're into.
Well, I mean, I watched a little bit of the episode yesterday while I was at work, and I'm looking forward to that Harry Potter game on PS5.
Okay,
By the
Hogwarts
way,
Legacy.
yeah. So I'm waiting for that to come out. I thankfully do have a PS5, so I don't have to sell any feet pics to like try to like pay for the funds. Let me know how that comes along.
Okay.
Let me know if you need some assistance. I can throw in like my feet pics in there to help you out if
Okay.
that's what it takes.
Some
Uh,
variety.
yeah, sometimes you need variety. You never know. But currently, right now, I'm trying to like platinum Miles Morales Spider Man because I beat
Okay.
the story mode, but I'm trying to like do all the like beat the bases and do all like the cell phone missions and stuff. I don't know if you played the game or not yet.
I did. I finished the story. I think I had some of like some side missions to finish.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing currently is doing the side missions, and yeah, just mostly that. I'm trying to like play some Pokemon Scarlet and Violet in between there, but it's kind of hard because the only times I get to do it is after work. 9 times out of 10, after work, I'm in bed with my girlfriend, and I try to dim down the brightness of the Switch, but it's never like dim enough. It's always still bright, and she's like, can you just like turn that off? And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm not playing my Switch. So I'm not playing my Switch. So that's usually what I'm doing right now. But that in terms of games, it's a little dry at the moment. I'm mostly focused on watching that 70s show because we started a binge with my girlfriend. Uh,
Okay.
we watched like the first couple episodes of that 90s show.
Okay, I was gonna ask you if you were gonna watch that.
Yeah, so far it's okay. It's solid. It gives me like a different vibe with a similar aesthetic of the old show. I like seeing Red and Kitty still being part of the main cast. Unfortunately, she got ahead of me, like she tends to do when we do binge watches. So I'm gonna binge a few more episodes, but it's mostly that. It's mostly that 70s show at the moment, and a little bit of Spider Man. I'm trying to plan them that game.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm still playing the usual stuff, Sims, trying to get back into my PlayStation. Um, but yeah, as you probably heard from yesterday, I'm still watching The Crown. Um,
Yeah.
so getting making my way through season 5, just trying to what is it? Bide my time until season 6 comes out, whenever that happens.
Right. Right.
But okay. So let's hop into some newsy time. We
Yeah.
got some things for y'all today. Got some stories. We got a couple trailers. So
Hmm.
we'll do all that today. But let's start with some sad news for at least me, or at least to me. Uh, HBO has, or HBO Max, or Warner, or Discovery, or a clusterfuck of their names all put together. Whoever's decision it was,
Yeah.
they have canceled uh DC Doom Patrol and Titan. So after they finish their fourth seasons, this year.
Mhm.
That will be it for them. So I hope they end on a closer.
Yeah.
And an update from Travis from yesterday. Teenage
Seems
Mutant Ninja Turtle Shredder's Revenge on mobile does have a multiplayer option.
I'm gonna have to look up some gameplay footage of that because I'm not the biggest mobile gamer. I think the last mobile game I've had on my phone is maybe Pokemon Go. So he was talking to try and talk me into Pokemon Snap. Like the last time I did a Creatia Conversations with him, he was
Hmm.
really pushing
I
it
have that
home.
game.
Yeah, so like Travis over here trying to get me to download all these games on my phone. It's what I feel like is his motive for this year.
I have a friend like that too. Always is like, download this game. Download this game. Have you played this game yet? No. Are you going to? Maybe. I'll get to it.
Eventually, at some point. No, but yeah, you were talking about Doom Patrol and Titans.
But yeah, so after they finish the fourth seasons, within I guess the next few months or so, um, as I guess the second half of Titan should be coming back some point soon. Um, oh, he said Marvel Snap is what he was trying to get you to get.
Yeah, that's what I said. Marble Snap.
I thought you
What?
said Pokemon Snap because there
No,
is a
no,
Pokemon one.
no. There is Pokemon Snap. But I said like the last game I played was Pokemon Go, and then
Mm.
Travis was trying to get me to download Marvel Snap, and then now he's talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Did I say Pokemon Snap? Oh,
I'm
that's an.
pretty sure you did.
Well, look.
It's okay. There's a lot of Snap games out there now.
Well, look. I will say this. I'm totally okay with the idea of having like a mobile Pokemon Snap. Like, there's like Pokemon that show up in the real world, and you have to take pictures of them.
Hmm.
Like that's a concept. Someone should get on that.
That no, it's a thing.
It is a thing. It is a thing. But yeah.
um, but so yeah, so Titans, went on like a half break back in December when
Hmm.
Travis and I were covering it for Creatia Comics, and then we were starting to cover the beginning of Doom Patrol that followed after they went on their break, with their first half. Um, as Travis now is making an argument for Pokemon Snap.
Yeah,
Um,
it's awesome. Yes, it is. It is indeed awesome. I still have it on my 64.
but so this we got the news from Comic Book TV with with James Gunn and Peter Safran stepping into all the big HBO Max stuff for DC and stuff. I guess this was their decision. Um
Yeah.
and I guess they are going to redo or not redo or just proceed to do the endings to be climactic and then I guess wrap up. I hope. I hate an open-ended show. I
Oh
hate
my god.
I
Like
hate them so much.
I hate when they do that to all because they did that with Spider-Man the animated series, the 1998 version, I
Hmm.
think it was. Yeah, where like they just going through like dimensions trying to find Mary Jane, and then that's it. The season cancels. They did the same thing with Spectacular Spider-Man. They did I think maybe like 2 seasons of it. Revealed that the Green Goblin Norman Osborn was still alive. Did nothing with it with the original cartoon Teen Titans that came out in the early 2000s on Cartoon Network. They just did like a random weird ass episode and that was it. They just canceled the series. So like I understand. I'm not a fan of like open ended like endings. Like there's like I like things to be wrapped up neatly in the bow.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like I've had enough shows over the last, I would just say even decade, just canceled on me with open-ended plots, and I can't take anymore. But so I think both shows, I believe, have about 6 episodes left each
Yeah. Okay.
to wrap up. So, or there's 6 episodes or whatever. There's about 6 episodes left um, for them to wrap everything the fuck up. So hopefully that will come back soon so that we can finish and I can put that to rest, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you. Well, I was going to ask you. Well, you said over the past decade. What's the show that got canceled like just abruptly with no finish at the end that probably hurt you the most or upset you the most?
I have a couple of them, and so there was this show that I think originally started on Lifetime, but I found it when it was streaming on Hulu,
Right.
called Devious Maids, and the last season ended on a cliffhanger of like the main character going missing, and I was like, "What? What?" So we don't get to find her, and it was just like it looked like a crazy way of her going missing. Like they found like like a broken window, or her door just opened, and it was just like, no, 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 please, I need a, I need a conclusion. And
Right.
then
Right.
also Star on
Okay.
Fox.
Okay. I
I will
get that.
never forgive them for canceling Star, and that was the better one between that and Empire, and I will die on that hill.
I'm not here to like push you in either direction.
Thank you.
Um, I think for me, and this is probably like the weirdest, like the randomest answer I can give. Um, it was called Finding Carter on MTV, and me and my siblings got
I remember that
invested.
show.
Yeah, it was me, my brother, my sisters. For whatever reason, we found we kept seeing the trailer on MTV back when we were still watching MTV, and then we got invested into the show, and then they left on a cliffhanger where one of the dudes got arrested because he is a suspect of a murder for one of the stepbrothers of like the main cast girl, and it was just the worst possible way to end it because he left it on a cliffhanger, and now we never know if I forgot the name of the characters too. That's how bad it is. What's his face get cleared of all charges? Did he go to prison? What happened?
There was another show also that was on like ABC Family, or now known as Freeform, that was called Twisted,
Hmm.
and it was like about these three kids, and like someone was murdered, and it seemed like it might have been like one of the friends, and like there was all these other secrets, and then they canceled it, and I was just like, wait, but what about all the secrets? What happened to their
um,
friend?
that's the worst. That's the absolute worst. Like once secrets are out there as a thing that you or cannot know, you want to know what said secret is.
It was like the mystery was never solved, and I was just like, ah, damn you.
That's the worst.
now,
Um,
now, now when
I
they
don't know.
try to, hmm?
Well, my whole thing. Well, I didn't actually get a chance to watch Titans or Doom Patrol. I'm always have this bad habit of starting to watch series after they get canceled. So that's probably going to be something that I'm going to be watching. Also, I haven't had a HBO Max in a while until like about recently.
Mm.
So I've been just kind of like going through the DC animated films again and rewatching some of those. So like I'm gonna watch Teen Titans, Titans, sorry,
For not so much
and
teens.
yeah, not so much teens anymore because I was intrigued when the trailers came out, and whenever I see like footage or like just any kind of like content from the show, like it seems interesting, it seems good, so I do want to check it out. So I'll probably wait until like they're done wrapping up everything, and then I'll watch it all in one neat bow.
Travis said, then you should watch Multiverse because, you know, we cover all of those DC animated films on our
I was
Multiverse.
watching Multiverse. I was watching Multiverse when it was on YouTube. I was watching on Multiverse all the time.
For those of you wondering what Multiverse is one of our Patreon exclusive shows. When you subscribe at this link here, you can
You
get
beat
all
me to
kinds of. I did. It was so natural. I had to. I'm sorry. You can
do
find all
you? You
kinds
do
of
you?
bonus content there. Multiverse with me and Travis, where we cover other media within the comic book world. Return to Wrestling, which is Travis and Matt going over old uh, wrestling footage, and apparently Matt hates it. So I guess watch and revel in his discomfort. But
I did watch that as well and revel in Matt's discomfort. These are
see,
all fantastic content that are exclusive to the Patreon.
yes, and you can find that at patreon.com/Creatia World. Um, But yeah, and then I agree too, Amani. They need to just release the secrets of all the shows so that everyone can go on with their lives.
Agreed. She also complimented you on the fantastic segue, by the way.
Thank you.
So I
I'm
nailed the secret.
starting to I'm starting to live for the segues. If I could just get her comment up there, it's not.
Sorry, because you know what's happening is I'm trying to give you a hand while you're posing, and and then you're hitting the comment, and then I hit the comment, and it just goes back and forth. It happens with me and Matt every week. Every week, he forgets that I'm there, that I can help him out.
And
Yes,
you're
it's
right,
only.
Travis. It's only $1 for the Patreon.
Oh,
It's
I
the
thought
best
it.
dollar a month.
I thought that was like an exclamation point, like a money exclamation point. But he corrected it later on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
only money.
It's only money, guys. Instead of wasting $1 a day getting coffee, you should just put onto
Where are
our
you getting
Patreon.
coffee for $1?
Well, technically, I'm getting it from Duncan because I did the Chicago Bulls like raffle thing.
Oh.
Uh, where like I don't know if you've been to a Bulls game or not, but they do
Nope.
like this race between like this virtual donut, bagel, and coffee, and then if your character wins, you get said free item. I signed up
Mm.
for the whole like year thing where I picked the coffee character to win every single time because then I get a free coffee. And sure enough, I've been very lucky in getting free coffees. So technically, I'm paying $1 for my coffee because I'm paying just for the dollar donut because they have a promotion going on right now. Whereas if you get a medium coffee, you get $1, like a donut for $1. So technically, my coffee donut combination is $1 every time.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm finessing the system. Finessing
Clearly.
this. Also, $1 coffee at my job. I work at a gas station, so gas station coffee is $1. So there's that.
Oh, lovely. I was gonna say, I think McDonald's up here does something like that, like when the Islanders
Yeah,
win or something like that. Like the coffee, like you can get like a coffee or something for $1, a burger for $1 or something like, or some $5 meal.
yeah. Sometimes I do get on the McDonald's app like the $1 coffee thing, like no purchase required, and it's random, sporadic, so there's no consistency with it. But sometimes I
Hmm.
see it, and then $1 coffee from McDonald's.
You should do a master class about finessing, about your finessing ways, oh
Listen,
masterful
listen.
one.
I grew up with a coupon clipping mother, so yes, I have ways. And I've taught my girlfriend actually ways to save some money.
Should
So
do a coupon clipping tutorial for the Patreon.
there you go. For only five
spend a
dollars.
do- spend $1 to learn how to save money.
No, they don't do free tacos anymore. They do free hot dogs, Portillo's hot dogs, but in the fourth quarter, the opposing player needs to miss both free throws in order to do that. That's a recent thing. Before it used to be Big Macs for free if we won the game and we scored over 100 points. So yeah,
Lovely.
but speaking of dogs, Mara, talking about hot dogs.
Oh yeah. So for the actual weenie dog in your life, the little furry one, you can buy them treats and goodies at dog.com, your online dog supply shopping and information destination. Everything your dog needs, from toys to treats and food, is available, including collars and leashes. They even have outdoor gear and water
which
safety
which
for your
like
favorite for your furry friend. So go to dog.creatiaworld.com to receive up to 64% off of your order today. That's dog.creatiaworld.com for your
I
literal
was
dog or your sub that loves to be your dog.
listen for your sub, sure, but I don't think you should be yanking on that poor little pup's collar like that, especially if you're talking about a little tiny little thing.
It was the only way I could. It was the only way I could elaborate that there was a leash.
look, Travis thought the same thing. Like, where are you hanging
I
yourself
was
with the
trying to
leash?
emphasize leash.
No, it emphasized something else.
We've lost
Uh,
our sponsor. It's okay.
it's all right. Um, how do we segue away from that?
Well, speaking of more dog-like people,
Yes.
Our human puppy dog, Michael B. Jordan, will be hosting Saturday Night Live this Saturday, I believe, as there
Yes.
is a promo for him, um, interacting with some of the cast. So we're going to show that promo.
Perfect. I can't wait. I'll give you a thumbs up if the audio plays.
Okay. Nailed this.
Hey, Michael B.
Damn.
I am so sorry.
Jesus be Christ!
It's muscle memory.
Even the second one?
It's kind of how it works.
Oh, I heard a crack.
Yeah, it's broken.
I can't have a broken nose. I was hired for my looks, not my talent.
I know how that feels.
My man.
We're good though, right?
I won't tell HR.
Great.
Good swing.
Great. I'm gonna embarrass him like that again.
Does anyone have any ice? Is the nurse in? She's never in her office when I go to check.
That was hilarious. That was perfect. That was fucking perfect. I like how they made that joke of him just getting hired for his looks,
and not his talent.
I mean, I want to say he has talent, but he is a
He
looker.
does.
He's a looker.
Yeah.
He's a looker.
It would be a lie if we said that half of the roles he gets is not because he looks the way he does.
I mean, I know for a fact he got the role in Space Jam for his name alone, because they made the joke. I don't know if you saw the new Space Jam movie, but
I saw it. I don't remember.
So there was the scene in the locker room where like the team, I think, is a little dejected or something, and that like they're tired. I guess they're losing. I never watched the movie. I just saw the TikTok like footage of it where I forget his name. It's Sylvester the cat, I think. It's like, guys, I found Michael Jordan, and they all get so excited, and it's like Michael B. Jordan, and he comes out. It's like, you got Michael B. Jordan, not Michael A. Jordan. So like it was a whole thing. So he got cast for the name. So I think this is a great timing. I'm excited. I like Michael B. Jordan. He's
because Creed 3 is coming out soon, right?
Yes. He was recently in Black Panther 2 as Killmonger, in the ancestral plane. How he grew out his hair while in the ancestral plane is beyond me, but he made it work. I'm excited.
Roles are in the ancestral plane.
Oh, could be. I'm not. I have yet to partake in that ancestral plane, but I'm
in that stage of life.
In that stage of life, I have not reached that stage of my life, but I'm assuming that's where it is. That I think that's a fair, educated guess, Mara. But yeah,
this will be
MJ's middle name.
It's Jeffrey. Is it really Michael Jeffrey Jordan?
Yeah, it's Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I thought that was common knowledge.
I don't know. I mean, it probably is. I'm sure it's on his Wikipedia.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta have to Google it. It's Googleable.
Yeah, it's Michael Jordan at this point in my life is not a person I am continuously looking up on.
Oh my god. Okay.
But this will be Michael B. Jordan's first time on the show, so it's also his first time hosting. So I hope they do some Creed jokes.
They better. I think he's great. I like him. He's very charming. Believe it or not, he actually has been in NBA 2K as well. So like that's kind of like where I saw a little bit of his acting chops. So I'm all for it. I'm gonna be looking for it. I may not be watching live because it's the same Saturday as the Royal Rumble. So I'm gonna watch the replay of that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm DVRing it.
It'll be up on Hulu for me the next day, or Peacock.
Perfect, fantastic. I was just curious. I was about to ask him, like, do you know what the B in Michael B. Jordan stands for? And apparently it stands for Bakari.
Well then,
I had to look it up because we found out what Michael Jeffrey Jordan's middle name.
I feel like I've heard that before, but again, it's probably something that's not knowledge I was ever going to retain.
No, it's okay. I just it's one of those things where I was just curious at the moment. I need to satisfy the curiosity juices in my brain, or else it was gonna drive me crazy the rest of the day. So it's just one of those things that I kind of had to do.
No, Bakari.
Bacardi. I mean, that'd be one interesting middle name, Bacardi. Michael Bacardi Jordan.
I mean, it wouldn't. I think that's where Cardi B got her stage name from.
Yeah, Bacardi.
And also, like, her first name is like Belcalis or something like that.
Something like
But
that.
her sister's name is really Hennessy. So
Is it really?
Yeah.
Get the fuck. Why am I? I'm learning so much about all these people's names. We should just like spend the whole episode. Like, did you know that so and so's name actually is spelled like this, and so so's middle name is this? Wow.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Just learning shit against your will.
Yeah. Just I'm learning more today than I ever did in school. So there's that.
But you know what they don't teach you in school properly? At least I'll say. Sex education.
That is very true.
You know how you would learn? By going to sensual.creationworld.com for my sensual secrets. MySensualSecrets.com boasts one of the largest catalogs on the web across all the varying levels of adult toy categories, with toys for him, for her, and for both. The product line is extensive compared to other competitors in the sexual wellness industry. Orders ship within 24 hours, so customers are always satisfied with both the price and the quality. MySensualSecrets.com has top-rated reviews and exceptional customer service. So go to sensual.creationworld.com to receive 10% off your order today. That's sensual.creationworld.com for 10% off.
There you go. Like, fantastic segue there. Like, Mara, you were in mid-season form. I was complimenting Matt earlier on this week on Tuesday's episode that he was in mid-season form, but you are in mid-season form as well. You were playoff ready.
Thank you. I'll be doing my best.
Yeah, you got it. You nailing it. They're not gonna cancel you mid-season. They got
Thank
you.
I get full season orders.
There you go. Let's see. See, we still need to like work on the team chemistry thing.
We'll get there. This is the first time. It's our first time.
Yeah, for the first time.
I'm always anxious when I'm with someone new.
No, I understand. I don't know how much sports you watch, basketball specifically, but like Shaq and Kobe wasn't great from the start. Dwayne Wade and LeBron James didn't click from the very beginning. So like two great athletes, two great talents. Sometimes they need to like figure out how to like mesh and play with each other. So that's
I know these names.
Fantastic.
So I get it.
Fantastic. I love it, Mara.
But to get back into some news stuff.
Yes.
Thank you, Amani.
It's that pre-birthday swag.
Yeah. It's the last day of 30.
The last day of 30?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I get to turn 30 again tomorrow.
Oh, fantastic. I turned 30 for the first time early in June, so I can't wait for this to come back full circle in like a few years.
So in some other news, for those who grew up watching Adult Swim when it first started, if you remember Aqua Teen Hunger Force with the milkshake and the French fries and the meatball or meatwad, Master Shake, and Frylock. So Aqua Teen Hunger Force is coming back for a 12th season. And it'll come back with Adult Swim. It was, I think, announced like in the last couple of days. So they were like, "Sorry, Justin Roiland, but here is also Aqua Teen Hunger Force."
They're still doing Rick and Morty, right?
Yeah, they're still doing Rick and Morty. We're still gonna get that.
They're just recasting the voice actor because obviously Justin Roiland like voiced both Rick and Morty. So
and he also voiced some other people in like the other shows, but like. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. I was like, I wonder what their voices are going to sound like now because they have to change the voice actor. So, but Adult Swim was like, don't pay attention to that any longer. Look, Aqua Teen Hunger Force is coming back.
It's a great way to like throw people off the scent, to be honest with you, because it's one of those classic shows from Adult Swim. So, funny enough, I never actually watched it when I was old enough to understand and get the show. I was watching it right, like maybe like the first 2 seasons on Adult Swim because I thought, oh, cool, it's a talking like soda and like fries and stuff like that. I think I was maybe like 8 or 9, didn't understand anything that was happening. My parents were pissed at me and made me turn off the show every single time. So I thought I was just an innocent child, not understanding what the fuck was going on in the show. Didn't get any of the jokes, didn't get any references. I just thought it was just some funny show about food. So,
I loved it.
so
I loved it.
It's definitely something I'm gonna go back and like rewatch now in my adulthood.
And I definitely knew it was something inappropriate, but I loved it. They also had a movie, or they have a movie coming out, Phantasm or Phantasm or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember if that has come out already or if that was coming. I think it already came out, but that will also be, I think, airing like on the show, like on television. I'm trying to figure out what the word is. Like
Adult
airing.
Swim?
It'll be airing on television as well.
Okay.
On HBO, I think closer to the show coming back out as well.
That's good.
Yay!
Like I mentioned earlier, I like right when the news of that 90s show came out, I started binge watching that 70s show. So I always like doing stuff like that, and I did that with Better Call Saul, especially when the new season was about to come out. I started binge watching the previous seasons, even though I probably already watched them like 5 million times. So like, it's one of those habits of mine. It's like sometimes you feel like you need to refresh yourself when like shows go on an extended break in between seasons. Because I have a short attention span. Like I told you, like I'll focus on something, and then I'll forget all about it later, and then focus on something else. So I need the refresher course. So I need all the other seasons to be available soon.
Yeah, and hopefully that will come soon.
Yeah.
But moving on, because we'll keep posted as we figure out when that's premiering. I guess sometime soon.
Sure.
We now have a couple of trailers to kind of start to wrap up the afternoon. The first one is going to be a Netflix original movie called We Have a Ghost.
Okay.
And it will be starring Jennifer Coolidge. If you remember her, if you like watch White Lotus, which is like one of her more recent things, she's in that. She's also from... Is she from not another teen movie? She was from American Pie, I believe. Or did she?
Okay.
Yeah, I think she was in American Pie, or she was in a spinoff or something. Either one. David Harbour from Stranger Things, Anthony Mackie from the MCU, Tig Notaro, who is a comedian, and some other peoples. But yeah, let's watch the trailer for We Have a Ghost as I share my screen again.
No worries. I mean, it's funny because like I'm very bad with names. So you were mentioning everyone, and I had no idea except for Anthony Mackie, and I only know him because he's Falcon and now Captain America. But I know him because he got his ass roasted by Eminem in 8 Mile. So that's the only reason I remember him for sure.
That's why I like to be like, oh, it's this person from this. Maybe
fantastic, fantastic, Mara. You did great.
Here.
All right, let's get it.
Trying to get a fresh start.
Nothing like bad happened here, right?
Of course it did. Look at that yard.
You moved into the house of death? Everyone says it's haunted.
No, wait, don't go! It's a nightmare.
We have a ghost.
Okay.
No, I'm serious, Kevin. Caught him on camera. Oh, we gotta show Mom.
No.
The entire world is captivated with Ernest.
3 million views in 6 minutes. That's money.
Our whole street's kind of mad thanks to you guys.
Jesus Christ. Not funny.
I'm Kevin. Whoa, that's so trippy. Can you talk? What happened to you? You don't remember?
Mystery.
If we're gonna find out what happened, it's out there.
Nothing chasing the ghost.
Our orders are to apprehend the ghost.
Light him up! Yeah. Being an outlaw suits you.
Where's Ernest? So, Frank, is he here now?
Ready to have some fun?
Oh,
Oh my god.
I was not prepared for that.
Okay, so that was completely different than what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna more like be like an actual horror based, like haunted house type show. Because I was gonna make a reference, like I don't know how accurate this is because I don't know any Latino or black person or Asian person, unless you're white. I don't see anyone moving into a haunted house, and we have proof of this because Matt moved into a new haunted house after previously living in a haunted house. So. I don't. Stifler's mom. That should pop me.
Yes, that's okay. I couldn't remember if she was actually in American Pie as Stifler's mom, or if she was in one of like those crazy spin-offs that might have made fun of American Pie.
I think she was in both. To be honest with you, she's been in so many
Probably.
things. But every time I see her, I think Stifler's mom.
Yeah, Jennifer Coolidge is a fucking legend.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to see that.
Yeah,
funny.
That trailer sold me. I thought it would, like I said, I thought I was going to go in more of a serious horror aspect of it, but it being a little bit of a comedy in there, like having some haha funny moments, like really like appealed to me. So I'm definitely going to check it out. I might like check it out with the missus and see how things go. If she doesn't watch it, I'll be watching it solo then because it does seem interesting.
She will always be Stifler's mom.
That's true. 100%. 100%.
Okay, and then our last trailer of the day is the brand new Shazam trailer that came out today.
Let's check it.
I was over here waiting all day for them to release it just so that we could show it to y'all today. And let's get it.
We are at war. We will annihilate everything. Champions of this realm can do nothing to stop us.
You are very menacing. I just want you to know that. A lot has changed in the last few years. The wizard gave me superpowers. And then everybody got superpowers.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
All right, here's the situation.
Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
The daughters of Atlas are coming to hunt us.
Children stole the power of the gods. You ripped it from our father's core.
Okay, I feel like maybe I should be writing all this down.
Give us the powers, child.
Your world will not survive this. You want these powers? Come get them! Hey, Khaleesi!
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
I hate that I can never
Started
escape
from the
drink.
bottom, now the whole team here.
We have one job to do. Save the world. Billy!
I don't know how we fight powers like this.
I can't do this. Take my powers back. You gave them to me, so you would take them back, right?
I spent millennia searching for a worthy champion. You know exactly what must be done.
Billy, what are you doing? I have to do this.
We end this now.
Yeah, we do.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Ooh,
Oh, nice. Now you can also read these.
I love that. That's cool. What did you think of the
Yeah.
overall trailer?
Oh, I'm excited. I
Yeah?
enjoyed the first Shazam. I thought it was like a nice little switch up from what DC at the time was trying to be, which
Mm-hmm.
was like this ultra dark universe,
Right.
which I liked. I liked it. I enjoyed that. Like I enjoyed everything that Zack Snyder fed into the DCEU.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought that Shazam was like a nice switch
Breath of
up.
fresh air.
Yeah, like it was like, okay, we're gonna get that, like, because then it's also remembering like he's a kid, like like he looks
Yeah.
like a grown man, but he is actually like a 14-year-old kid.
Yeah.
So
Which just kind of raises the question. You would hope he doesn't actually have an active sex life, because if he can go Shazam, you'd be none the wiser not knowing he's actually a 9 or 8-year-old child.
yeah,
That raises so many
I feel
unwanted questions.
I feel like in the animated movies, they kind of like strayed around it as like he had Goo Goo eyes for Wonder Woman, but
Mhm.
Wonder Woman at that point didn't know that Billy Batson is a child.
Right.
But I think they figure out at some point that he is a kid. So
Yeah, I know for a fact they figured it out in like, I don't know if it was in Justice League the animated series or if it was in Young Justice the animated series, but they figure it out and it becomes this whole thing of whether or not he should be in the league or not. But I don't know.
yeah, so
It's just one
with
of those
the
things that just raised it came into existence right now, because you said it's like, oh, he's a little boy but he looks like a man. I'm like, imagine looking at Shazam and you're like, damn, he looks hot. And then you actually go on a date with the guy. You guys go and do some things, and then he accidentally says Shazam, and then he turns into a little boy. Like, imagine the awkward scenario you find yourself
you'd probably jump out of the window.
in. I'm sorry if I'm ruining Shazam for people. It's just like it's one of those things that I've wondered.
No, ruin it. You should not be having sexual fantasies about Shazam. He's a child.
Exactly. It's
But
it's a good trailer. I liked it. It definitely got me sucked into it. Like they did a good job with the first trailer too, with the first Shazam movie. Obviously, with like throwing Eminem in there, I'm gonna be invested in it. I think the actor that they got to play the adult version of Shazam, I thought was fantastic. I think he's really good.
Zachary
He,
Levi.
and the comedy, it's kind of like a little bit toned down version of what Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool was and John Cena's Peacemaker is. So like it's something in there.
Well, yeah, like that's the
Yeah,
word you use.
yeah. Well, you never
He's
know.
not,
Okay,
he's not
okay.
thinking about it.
Okay, so I don't know how well versed you are in Dragon Ball Z or in Dragon Ball Z Abridged, but Travis, I'm sure you watch Dragon Ball Abridged. You know when they are in that climactic moments of passion, another shout out to mycentralsecrets.com. They go ahead and say the name of their special attack, either Big Bang Attack, Kamehameha. Maybe Billy, like right in the most exciting form of climax, he's just like Shazam, and then boom, climax, child. I'm just saying, I'm raising the questions that people are too uncomfortable to ask. That's all I'm saying.
Or push come to shove, when he gets hit by the lightning, it also immediately kills her. So
There you go. She never has to know. She never has to know.
just women all over the city just disappearing after going on a date with Shazam.
Exactly. There you go. We that's something you guys should talk about in multiverse, like the sex life of all these DC and Marvel heroes and how they can be conflicting.
That's so much research to look up.
You could just use speculation, your own personal speculations. I'd rather have you guys speculate on the sex lives and love life of all these superheroes as opposed to actually having concrete facts. Fox News can get
Okay.
away with it. Why not us?
You right.
No, this is good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just kind of curious to where this movie is going to go based on James Gunn just like resetting and rebooting the whole DCEU. So that's kind of where I stand with it.
Well, I still haven't seen Black Adam yet, so I don't know. I talk about very vibrating and Iris all the time. I still haven't seen Black Adam yet, so I don't know what kind of segues that they tried to make in there yet. I will watch it before I see Shazam. But I mean, I don't really know if they'll do anything further with this story just because of what they're doing, but because of like, James Gunn and them taking over in there. I feel like this is going to be like one of those, like, we were already releasing this, so we're just going to keep doing it because we've already spent the money on it.
Oh, 100%. It kind of does feel like they're just releasing all these projects that they've already invested a lot of money into them and just releasing them just to release them. Kind of like,
just like the Flash.
Yeah, just like the Flash. Oh man, that's ugh.
No matter what he does, they're dead set on releasing that movie.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about the fan backlash. Well, to play devil's advocate, maybe there's something in the movie that they need to like explain why everyone looks different. Like if they do Flashpoint Paradox, then they can reset the DCEU. Like if they're gonna do it in a way where like they do Flashpoint, because that's my whole thing. If they don't do it in that movie, they should just do a Flashpoint movie, and like that's how you reset everything. That's how you get things back in order.
Yeah.
So,
but that's all the news we got today.
I got nothing. I mean, we got some stuff, but we're saving some of that stuff for more for Travis and Matt, mostly for tomorrow, because we want to take all the fun and cool stuff, and then they're gonna get all like the horror and wrestling stuff, so they can better illustrate their opinions and feelings on said topics.
So if that's what you fancy, please join us again tomorrow during the lunch hour.
Shout out to Benji joining us towards the end of the show. Doom Patrol being canceled hurts his soul. I feel you.
Better late than never. But yeah, so please come back and join us tomorrow, because you can always find us here live Monday through Friday on twitch.tv/Creatia World. It also shows live on youtube.com/Creatia World. And if you want to wait till later when you're feeling a little bit more private and spicier, you can find us at pornhub.com/model/Creatia World. Like we were talking about earlier, we mentioned our Patreon. I'm going to put the link for you again, just in case you want to give us the best dollar of your month.
Yeah. Instead of spending it on coffee, spend it on us.
We have a link tree that will link you to all of our many different links. It'll also link you to our social networks like Instagram and Twitter, which you can follow us on at itscreatiaworld.com. We also have a Facebook page, and that's facebook.com/Creatia World. You can also, if you want to learn more about us, you can go to creatiaworld.com. It has all of our bios, little fun facts about us. Like I'm an Aquarius and I'm a Hufflepuff. And
you're a Hufflepuff as well. I am a Hufflepuff as well.
Look at us.
Look at that. That's why the show that's why the show went as smoothly as it did. No prior. Yeah, there you go. Also, I might need to update that because I can't remember what I put for my favorite drink, but I want to change it for sure to a Jack and Coke.
I probably have to change mine too, as I don't drink as much.
yeah, because I go through rotating drinks of choices, and I just want to make sure that my Creatia World bio is as up to date as humanly possible.
Gotcha. And for thank you, Amani. Huffpuff Thursday. It's definitely gonna be a Puff Thursday later.
That's funny.
If you are a wrestling fan, and you just can't get enough of Travis and Matt tomorrow. There's also Matt's show with Vince called Smacking It Raw. And the Facebook group for that is facebook.com/groups/smacking it raw. They go on every Friday, right?
Friday at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time, midnight for the East Coast people.
Correct. And in 2024, granted that the earth doesn't blow up because global warming is being a bitch. When House of the Dragon comes back, Dem Dragons will also come back too. And we have a Facebook group for that as well. And that is
Yes.
facebook.com/groups/Dem Dragons.
Yeah. Yeah. Not
And
bad.
always, where can they find you, Vince?
Well, pretty simple. They can find me on Instagram or Twitter at SESVince. If they hit the link tree in my bio, we'll take them to everything Creatia World, Smacking the Raw, and Straight Talk, where I talk mostly basketball as of late. So if you're into the basketball conversation and you haven't had enough of me yet, so you can check that out and search out SESVince in your favorite podcast platform. You'll find the show there.
And you can always find me on Instagram and Twitter at Mara the Shark, MARADASHARK. And yes, I am still open to a sponsorship for a PS5 so I could stream more games on here.
There you go. Fantastic. Fantastic.
That'll be it for us today. We'll catch you guys. Well, actually, Travis and Matt will catch you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Stay creative. Bye.
Later, y'all.